Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Hey, your boy Looney here. Today I just want to do a little bit of a shorter video, more of a just a funner video for me, just to have a little bit of a oh. So today we're going to be talking about my top 5 favorite cartoon intros. Some things that y'all may think will not make this list. Breathe that in. Like, a lot of people love the DuckTales thing. I love the DuckTales thing, but it's too beloved, and the visual doesn't meet my standard. The song is amazing, but the visual doesn't embrace it together. It doesn't make a nice sandwich. All these, for me, completed the sandwich of great intro. The more chaotic, the more random, the more, will I get a seizure from watching this with all the lights and everything flashing? Those were the intros that locked a young Looney. So we're going to be getting into my top 5 cartoon intros of all time. Can't play the whole intro, as you know, because, there's a certain thing called copyright, but we're going to give y'all much of the intro as I can without getting in trouble. And there's one at number 1 that most people have never even heard of. When I say the name of this cartoon to people legitimately will just say to me, I've never even heard of that. What is that? And then I show them the intro and they're just like, oh, okay, yeah, that looks like it was batshit crazy. And it was. So I can't wait for y'all to see my number 1, because most people I ever talk to don't even know this thing existed. But please, before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, share this video so we can find out what other people's top 5s are. And you let me know in the comments below, what are your top 5 cartoon intros? Because I'm curious. Let's see if there's any crossover. I want to see if there's even one list that has the one that I have as my number 1. Like, if this even makes the radar for people. Because for me, it was a doozy. Let's go ahead and get to this list. Number 5.
Let's go bonkers. Yeah, totally nuts. Bonkers. No ifs, ands, or buts, bonkers. Someone.
My number 5 is Bonkers. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that cartoon. For me, it was one of the weirdest cartoons I'd ever come across. The intro was chaotic. It was a whole bunch of random things just going on. People taking anvils in the face. Like the main character, Bonkers, getting sucked down the toilet while someone just watches it happen. Like, it was a crazy ass intro. This intro would get me so amped, I would just be jumping all over the goddamn living room. My mom, like, this was one of the intros that my mom hated for me to watch, because I would just get energy off of it and be a goddamn lunatic for at least an hour after the cartoon. But this one was just straight energy. It was straight chaotic. It was straight, what the hell is going on here? And that's what I love for my early cartoons. Like, give me something that just made no sense and just was chaotic and crazy. That's all I needed, and that was it.
Number 4.
Let's get dangerous.
My number 4 selection is one. It's not as chaotic as really what I would normally go for, but it just always hits something with me. It was the song is dope as hell, but it also had the visuals that just made me like, okay, what's that? What's that? What's that? Why is he running across that? Why is he going down there? And that was Darkwing Duck. I'm a huge Darkwing Duck fan. I wanted a Darkwing Duck movie for years. I wanted a reprisal, a bring back, rejuvenation of the Darkwing Duck cartoon for years. I keep hearing that they're going to do it, but they slightly did it in the new DuckTales, but I didn't watch the new DuckTales, because by the time I heard about the new DuckTales, it was already over. But goddamn, Darkwing Duck intro, one of the greatest intros I personally ever saw. Just like
Number 3.
is excellent. It had to make it on here somewhere. I'm sorry. There was way too much going on. This is when we were still in the days of them making specialized intros. They weren't taking pieces from the cartoon and stitching them together and calling it an intro. This was just drawn for the intro. You have character introductions. You have people just running across the screen. Like, there are people running across the screen to your lateral while their names are scrolling down fast as hell from vertical. It makes no sense. It's just nothing but energy. You got Wolverine just shinking for no goddamn reason. They show you Cyclops and then he immediately does a 360 spin while shooting the head off of who knows how many Sentinels. Like, you got Jubilee showing up, just throwing fucking flashballs in your face. It was chaotic. It was energy. It was, this shit's about to kick off. And those are the cartoons I love the most. Kick shit off and just take me with you, bro. Just take me with you. I just want to be here when this goes down. Please take me with you. And then let's go. Like, I would beat the shit out of boxes when this intro would come on. If there was a pillow on me, it was getting a 3-piece combo. Like, this brought the energy. Thanks, man.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Thundercats, and Thundercats was my first introduction into, they make intros for cartoons that are sometimes better than the episode. I can't be the only one who had this experience. Thundercats intro, especially if you get the real one where there's actually 2 verses, it was unreal. There is shit just popping off. There's people backflipping consistently. Things are blowing up. Big ass Panther vehicles are slamming down on the ground and dust is flying everywhere. You're wondering if anyone's going to get like worm lung or some shit. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but we're going to say it anyway because of the simple fact the energy was brought for this goddamn intro. Nothing but energy, goddamn it. I mean, you got your charges. They're all over the place. Come on, man. Come on. I was like, I think I may have been like 4 or 5 years old when I first saw this goddamn cartoon. And I remember just, what is this? Didn't know things like this existed. They need to exist more. Thundercats started and laid the pathway for the grand thematic cartoon intro. And I thank them for that. But it's not my number 1. Because my number 1,
motherfucker.
Captain Bucky O'Hare, he goes when no ordinary rabbit would dare. If your righteous indignation has suffered a hit, and your photon accelerator's broken a bit, and you're losing your mind, and you're having a fit, get the funky fresh rabbit who can take care of it. It's Bucky! Captain Bucky O'Hare, choosing Bucky! I said Bucky! Bucky O'Hare! Let's croak us some toads!
I know some of y'all just saw that and was like, what the hell was that? That was Captain Bucky O'Hare, my number 1 cartoon intro of all time. It just starts out and it just says, here you go. We're going to tell you the whole landscape of what this show is about while you see a green rabbit just completely plucking people. You got, oh my God, this thing. The first time I saw this intro, I shit you not, I broke a tape. I was amped as all hell. Things were about to explode. It awakened my mind to crazy batshit stuff. I saw that there were like all these animals out there, but for me, my brain took it as this is a green Bugs Bunny who's rolling around the universe killing toads. What are we talking about? Like, do you see the energy in this trailer? Like, who the hell had, like, look at what they used to do to cartoons back in the day. It was hand drawn. They didn't have no computer to do all this. They just had to sit there and think of this and write it down and draw it. And it's chaotic. It's nothing but energy. And then it ends on some of the dopest diss words ever. Let's croak some toads. What? The main star of a cartoon is talking about we're gonna murk these toads. What? Oh my God. I mean, I didn't get enough toys from this show. And the crazy part is, every time I talk to people about this show, I'm like, you remember Captain Bucky O'Hare? They look at me like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, that's Captain Bucky O'Hare. And that is my favorite cartoon intro of all time. Ooh, now please let me know your top 5 cartoon intros in the comments below. Let's discuss it, because I feel like if even one of y'all even acknowledged that y'all knew what Captain Bucky O'Hare was, my brain may explode. And I know I said blame, but I don't care because even now, that intro gives me so much energy. Sometimes when I just am down and don't feel like I have a whole lot of energy, I will cut this intro on to this day, and it still gives me that zzz, and I'll be ready to go. Let me know down in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, once again, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what you're thinking about it. We're going to be trying some different things on this channel, trying some fun things. We keep doing what we're doing, but you know what it is. And you know what it was. Now we're going to find out what it will be. That kind of just came out. But whatever. Looney out.
Go, 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 go.